Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to the session on basic concepts and Quranic keywords by worldwide Quran thinkers. The concept of Salat. So the word Salat is normally mistranslated as ritual prayers or namaz, and assumed to be carried out either 3 or 5 times a day with differences as to the timings as well as how to perform these ritual prayers. This is a completely wrong interpretation of this very important aspect of Deen. So for instance, if you look at this particular ayat, and if we translate the word salat as ritual prayers, namaz, what namaz and ritual is this word talking about that everything in the earth and skies knows about and perform as salat or tasbih? Similarly, this ayat is talking about a Kaafireen. So Salat has nothing to do with rituals or prayers at all, since here the specific reference is for those who do Kufar. So if we translate the word Salat as ritual prayers or namaz, what sort of ritual prayers are these Kaafireen doing? Lazily or in sluggish manner. What Salat are they performing? So if we look at the word Salat and its usage as per Quran, it basically means to connect or to join, like a door is connected to the wall through hinges. It's a permanent connection, not a temporary connection that could be disconnected and then connected again. So for instance, if you look at ayat number 227, the word is used in the meaning of permanent connection. Similarly, in ayat 227, I'm sorry, the word Yusalla is used in terms of permanent connection. In ayat 1321 and 1325, the word Yusalla again is used in similar meanings of permanent and strong connection. If you look at in ayah 456, indeed those who do kufr in our ayat, soon we will nuslihim, fire. Here the word luslihim is normally mistranslated as burn them or roast them, but these are wrong translation. The ayah is basically giving us a description of what is going to happen to those who do kufr in the ayat of Allah through the phrase nuslihim fire, means the process of permanent and strong connection of fire. So the concept of Salat is nothing to do with ritual prayers. If you look at ayat 75, 31 to 32, the basic meaning of the word Salli is used in opposite to the word Tawalla. The word Tawalla means turned away from, disconnected from, or disobeyed. Therefore, the word Salli means connect with, commit to, reach out to, turn towards with your whole being towards. So if you look at the concept of Salat as per Quran, it basically means a system which we establish to look after everything and everyone and every life form in that system accordingly, through which we connect permanently and strongly to and turn towards Deen with our whole being, to connect not just to Deen but to all of the humanity through the system of mutual care, compassion, and justice, to follow and be obedient of the rules and commandments of Deen, committing to, turning towards, contributing to, establishing the system of Salat, these rules of Deen as given by Allah in Quran through the system of mutual care, justice, and compassion at its best. So if you look at the concept of Salat as a social care system built for mutual care, compassion, and justice, it's beautifully explained in chapter number 107, ayat number 107, 1 to 7. So when Quran uses the concept Aqimus Salat wa Atu Zakat, it's used in the meaning of establishing this system of social care and justice, contributing towards this system of social care and justice, which is permanently connecting the members of the society with each other and permanently connecting to the basic foundations of Deen, of care, of compassion, and justice for everyone. Now, in terms of the rituals as per Quran, we have discussed Hajj, Salat, Zakat, Umrah. I'll give you two options. The first option is that Quran ordains ritual. The moment we start to approach Quran through the lens of rituals, Quran somehow seems incomplete, as if nothing is mentioned as to how to perform namaz or how to pay zakat or how exactly to perform Hajj and Umrah. For all these rituals, we now have to find scholars on whom we depend upon to tell us how to do it. And the choice of scholar also depend upon the specific sect that we want to follow. Otherwise, our way of performing these rituals would not be as per Allah. The image of Allah in this particular option is that of a supreme being who is angry with us and from whom we have to seek forgiveness all the time, through praying all night, through conducting all these rituals, who does not ask us to do anything for anyone but to try and please him all the time. Therefore, instead of helping the needy with the same money, Allah wants us to buy animal for slaughter, to spend huge amounts of money, as much as or even more than 20,000 US dollars to perform Hajj, and to give out to these monies to the government and luxurious travel agencies. Allah here is someone who somehow wants us to spend so much money to please Allah instead of benefiting others. Now let's look at the second option. There are no rituals ordained by Allah. The sooner we approach Quran with this lens and mindset, everything becomes crystal clear and practical orders and commandments by Allah, wherein Allah asks us to spend for the benefit of others, whatever we have been given fazal of. In an act of being a shakir, Allah wants us to pay it forward. If you are grateful to Allah, benefit others, spend for the benefit of others. Allah asks us to spend for the benefit of others. In this particular option, we don't need anyone or anything outside of Quran and our own akal and intellectual faculties to implement and understand these laws. The image of Allah in this option is that of a supreme being who is Rabb, Rahman, Rahim, Rahmat for everyone, who doesn't need anything from us except to benefit and help others, to act as Khalifa on earth, to be caretakers for earth and all of its inhabitants. Now I would ask you point blank, which option would you pick? Which one do you think is more plausible as an image of Allah? Option number 1, Quran ordains ritual. The image of Allah in this option is that of a supreme being who is angry with us, from whom we have to seek forgiveness all the time through these rituals, who doesn't ask us to do anything for anyone but to try and please him all the time and to spend all this money just to please him. And option number 2, there are no rituals as per Quran. The image of Allah in this option is that of a supreme being who doesn't need anything from anyone except to benefit and help others, to act as Khalifa and to be caretakers of earth. Now we are going to a question answer session. If because of any reason you're not able to ask us question during this session, you can also email us at infowaqt@gmail.com with your questions, and you can also contact us with quuranthinkers.com/contact to reach us directly. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation.